North Vancouver, let's get into your March update right here in the middle of Lonzo. Let's talk about tariffs, detached condos, and townhouses. Starting off with detached homes, we saw 229 active listings with 48 sales. Now that is an increase from January. However, I do feel like those tariffs have put a little bit of a damper on the market. And we look at average days on market, we're sitting in and around 35 for detached homes. Benchmark pricing is at $2,232,000, and the sales to active ratio that measures whether or not we're in a buyer's market or in a seller's market is at 21%, meaning that we are technically in a seller's market. Now, the perception in the market is it's not doing that well, but for detached homes that are priced well, they are still selling. The least effective part of the market when it comes to these tariffs are the condos. Now, we saw 311 active listings and 78 sales, and average days on market for condos is sitting in and around 28, with benchmark pricing in and around $804,000. We saw that the sales to active ratio that dictates sellers or buyers market is in and around 25%. So condos haven't really been affected, which is pretty typical when we do see things slow down. The most effective part of the market has been townhomes. We saw 104 active listings with 21 sales. Average days on market is sitting at 16, with benchmark pricing at $1,366,000. And when we look at the sales to active ratio, technically it's still in the seller's market, but that's a very steep decline from this time last year. Now, looking at a market as a whole, we are seeing it being affected. Now, we are going into spring, and I do expect things to pick up. However, those tariffs have put a damper on the market. West Vancouver, we have a lot to unpack with this market update for March. Now let's get into it. We got tariff talks, detached condos, and even some townhomes. So the numbers don't look great for detached homes comparing from this month to last month. We saw inventory rise. We saw 436 active listings with 29 sales, which is a touch higher than last month. Average days on market is sitting at 55, with benchmark pricing down to $3,127,000, with the sales to active ratio sitting at 6.7%, meaning we are in a strong buyer's market. Now, unfortunately, condos didn't fare too well this month either. We saw 98 active listings with 7 sales. Average days on market is sitting in and around 35. When we look at the benchmark pricing, we're at 7.1%, meaning that we're technically in a buyer's market for condos. Now, that doesn't really apply to 1 bedrooms, but when we're looking at 2 bedrooms, that does apply. Now, benchmark pricing for a condo in West Vancouver is sitting in and around $1,215,000. Now, when we look at townhomes, we saw 28 active listings and only 1 sale. Now, this is pretty indicative of what's going on in the market, and I hate to say it, but the tariffs have affected the West Vancouver market. We have seen a decline. Now, as we move into the spring, I hopefully feel like the market will get better, but only time will tell. Now, if you have any questions, if you're thinking of buying or selling, reach out to me. My name is Anthony Trinetti, and remember, when you're ready, call Trinetti.